Hey friends, welcome back for some more fun here on Hearth and Apron. So today we are taking part in a Food War collab. I have paired in with several other ladies and we all have an amazing recipe or more to share with you today. And it's all about candy. So we have all been challenged to either make a candy or make some recipes for you with candy. And now this collaboration would not be possible if it wasn't for the amazing Tiffany from Small Town 6. Not only is she just so kind and so sweet, she also has some amazing recipes and great motivation on her channel. Make sure that you check her out as well when you're checking out that playlist down below. I can't wait to show you the recipes that I came up with, so let's go ahead and get started. For our first recipe we're going to be making today, it is something that only requires 3 ingredients, super simple, but absolutely amazing. And I'm not actually big on sweets, but I really do enjoy this dish. It is called apple Snickers salad. It is something my mom used to make when I was a kid. All it is, apples, Snickers, and whipped cream. But I'm telling you that this is a killer combination. It's really simple, but I'm still gonna show you how to make it right now. If you guys decide to try this, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and let me know what you think. It doesn't have, it's not something that looks incredibly showy, but it tastes amazing, and I wanna hear your opinion. So for this recipe, I am literally just going to dice up 5 apples and 2.5 Snickers. Now the way to gauge how much you should do versus apple and Snicker, I like to do a half a Snickers bar for every apple. And then I just add a couple scoops of whipped cream at the end. My mom always used Cool Whip, so that's always been what I have done, but I'm sure you could use any kind of whipped cream that suited you best. And you just whip this up together. And I'm telling you, people are going to love this. It's actually really amazing, and I hope that you really enjoy today's recipe.
First time I ever saw you, I fell in love when you entered the room. And when the light hit your face, we were just kids, but I knew right away.
Okay, so wasn't that so simple to make? But I'm telling you, it is absolutely worth your time and your energy. This is a fantastic dish, especially in the summer because it's nice and cool and crisp. I really think you'll like it. If you try anything tonight, make sure it's this one, and don't forget to let me know what you think. Alright guys, make sure to stay tuned because up next I have recipe number 2, where we are going to be making candy sushi. So this was inspired by my daughter who wanted me to do some kind of a recipe including Swedish fish, so here we go. Okay, so we are basically following the Rice Krispie recipe with a couple additions. As you can see, I put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and instead of doing 3 tablespoons of butter, I did a 1/4 cup. And I am just going to mix this up with 10 ounces of mini marshmallows until it's nice and mixed. After that, I'm going to add 6 cups of Rice Krispies, mix it all together, and it's time to form into our sushi rice ball things. Probably looks funny for me to use the parchment paper to mold these, but it helps to keep it from sticking to your hands. So I totally suggest, no matter how goofy it looks, use some parchment paper to mold whatever you're going to do with your Rice Krispie treats. So once I've got these little rice balls formed, I'm going to put a couple of Swedish fish on top, as per my daughter's wishes, and then I'm going to wrap it with a little fruit by the foot. There is another way to make sushi candy, but today I just figured I would show you one of the ways. So here I am attempting to use a Hi-Chew and a Starburst to make ginger and little wasabi bites. I don't know that it really worked out, but it's the thought that counts, right? I hope that you find this a really fun and exciting little thing that you could do to maybe bring a smile to someone you love's face. Let me know down below if you feel like you might try this recipe or if you're good and you're gonna pass. Okay, so we we are on to our last recipe for tonight. I want to take a second though and thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you and your support. It just means the world to me. Now, for this last recipe, we are going to be decorating some dark chocolate fudge cupcakes that I'm gonna make on the side with candy roses made out of Starburst. You guys, I'm really excited to try this. I've seen it online multiple times and in a couple cookbooks, but I haven't ever got the opportunity to try it out myself, and it's even more exciting because I get to do it with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these roses. I will make these cupcakes over on the side, and let's go ahead and get going. To make these roses, we are literally just going to bring out Starburst, and we're going to use this little fondant roller to roll them out flat, cut them in half, and then I'm going to use a toothpick to help me form a spiral, and kind of every other little piece is just going to create petals on these roses. And I apologize because my ankle's a little bit off here, but one of the tricks that I can tell you I learned here is to make sure and kind of fold out the edges of each of these petals, because it helps to make it look a little bit more rose-like. And to be careful with the colors that you blend. You'll see that I have one red and pink one that just doesn't vibe, but it is what it is. Another tip, make sure not to overwork your roses. Be simple, just trust yourself and just kind of go with it. You find that nature is never perfect, and so neither should be something when you're trying to recreate it. So just a tip from me to you. Anyways, I'm going to use Hi Chew candy to try and create some leaves. I was subpar happy with it. The flavor was great, but it didn't have the right color. I like vibrant colors, and it just didn't cut the bill for that.
Do you recall when we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice? And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out.
After this, I'm going to start to decorate my cupcakes. I only had enough roses to do a couple, so I used some of my summer sprinkles for the other ones. But I am using a cream cheese whipped cream frosting to make this. I used 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1 container or pint of heavy whipping cream, half a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, and I just whip it up. And oh, I also like to add a dash of lemon juice if I had of it. It just kind of really brings out the cream cheese flavor in the best way. But so that's how the cream cheese frosting was made. I hope that you really like this recipe, you guys. Let me know what you think down below. I think that it's just kind of a fun, unique thing. Next time, I'd like to have more vibrant colors.
And I still wonder where you are. If you found a way out, come seek me.
Okay guys, this is going to be the end of today's episode. I am so excited that you decided to hang out with me today and watch this video. I hope that the recipes were something that looked really interesting to you. I'm actually not that big of a sweet person, but I really enjoyed making these recipes. And also thank you again to Tiffany from Small Town 6 for letting me be part of this collaboration. You are amazing, and I am just so glad to be collaborating with someone like you. Also, make sure you hit that collab list down below. I can't wait to find out what all these ladies have made. I know my friend Charity from Momming with Charity made these gluten-free like Reese's Pieces things, and guys, she's a professional baker. You don't want to miss this. So make sure you hit that button down below and check out that collab. Either way, I just really want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope that you have an absolutely magical day. See you next time.